In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate applying a search strategy to a database to find journal articles for my research topic. My research topic is managing the symptoms of anxiety. First, I need to identify my key terms. Anxiety is my first key term. I can see that the database is giving me some ideas around key terms to actually include, but for the moment I'm going to ignore these because they are not the right context. As you saw in the previous video, you need to combine your key terms with the word and. So my next key term is the symptoms of anxiety. However, I need to break this word down because the database doesn't understand it. So one of the symptoms of anxiety is fast heartbeat. And again, the database is giving me a suggestion for fast heartbeat. I'm going to see how many results I get by combining these two key terms. And as you can see, I've only got a few results. So if I revisit my key terms and look to think about how I can actually get more results from my key terms. As you saw in the previous video, I can think about alternatives. So fast heartbeat or tachycardia, for example. Other key terms for symptoms might be sweating. And because I want alternative endings to this word, for example, sweat, sweat, and sweating, I can put an asterisk on the end of the word sweat, which is called truncation, and that will give me all potential word endings. I would also like to look at shaking as well, and exactly the same thing, put in shake without the E, and then I can put my asterisk on the end and I'll get all possible key terms. Let's see what that does to my search results. As you can now see, I've got quite a few more results, and that's quite useful because it's now broadened out my research. If I think about anxiety as well, there are lots of other ways of expressing anxiety, or worry, or panic, or fear, or stress. Again, let's see what that will now do to my search results. And I've got considerably more now. I now need to think about narrowing those results down to give me more focus on my actual research question. So I want to look at managing the symptoms of anxiety. So I can add in manage. Again, I want to use truncation because I want manage, managing, managed, management. And some of those don't have an E in them. So I take the E off and put in just to the G, and that will give me all those word endings. I could also use treatment as an alternative for management. So again, I would put in treat with an asterisk on the end because I want treat, treated, treating. Again, or therapy. Again, take the Y off because you want therapy or therapies. Let's see what that now does to my search results. As we can see, I've managed to narrow them down quite considerably, but I still need to make them more focused. To do that, I can either add in another search term, but I haven't got one. So I can look at using the filters on the left-hand side. And the first thing I could think about is bring that up to the last 5 years. And we can see I've now got just slightly less than 1,000. The other filters I could use, if I scroll down, are language. Let's get rid of anything we can't read. And also, I could look at age or gender. So if I was looking at managing the symptoms of anxiety in young males, I could say male for gender, and then scroll back down and look at age. And if you tick the show more button, it brings up a dialog box where you can choose to include your demographic. So I want to look at adolescent, and that's really the only one because I'm looking at young males. So if I now tick update, and there we go, I've got 69 articles that are really focused to my research question. Thank you for listening.